Hi, hello everyone. Good morning. Welcome back to accounts class. Today we are going to learn accounting equations with some more problems in detailing. When the transactions are given, how we are going to apply the accounting equation that we are going to learn. We are going to solve the problem. Okay. So this is the problem that we are going to solve. You can copy down the question from here itself if you want to write it in your notes. Okay. So while writing your notes, you can copy the question from here. The question is this. Okay. Mohit has the following transactions. Prepare accounting equations. What are the transactions we will see? The first one, business started with cash rupees 1 lakh. Coming to the next one, purchased office furniture for office use rupees 10,000. Cash withdrawn for personal use rupees 20,000. Commission received in advance rupees 8,000. Rent paid rupees 12,000. The last one, sold goods for cash rupees 10,000. So these are the 6 transactions we are going to solve using the accounting equations. Okay. Now let me show you the format for this. So we will be writing accounting format in this way. You can, while you are solving the accounting equations, please write down in this way, so it will be easy and convenient for you to understand neatly, and it will be in a good presentation. So whenever you start a problem, start with the heading accounting equations in the books of Mohit, the name of the owner, where the transaction which is given in your question itself. See here they have given Mohit as the following transaction. So it's in the book of Mohit. Okay. So what is the accounting equation? Assets equals liabilities plus capital. Assets equals liabilities plus capital. So let me solve one by one. First transaction here. Business started with cash rupees 1 lakh. So first item is cash. Cash is asset. So we are starting with a cash. So cash is, now we are starting means think from the point of Mohit. Assume yourself as Mohit, and now you are going to start a business with cash rupees 1 lakh. So till before you start, the account balance will be 0. Since you didn't start. Now since you are starting, your cash balance is come to 1 lakh. So cash balance is 1 lakh. Okay. So this is equal to liabilities and capital. Let me check. So there is no liability in this. So it's nil plus. So when it is starting a business means obviously the cash is nothing but the capital amount. So that will be, capital will be 1 lakh. Okay. So when you do the totaling both the side, it should be equal. It has to be equal. Okay. So you can see here the total amount both the side. Here assets total is 1 lakh and capital plus liability is equals to 1 lakh. Both the side it is tallied. Okay. Now moving on to the second transaction. Second transaction says purchased office furniture for office use. So they are purchasing of furniture. Office furniture for office use. It's when they give personal use, it is a drawings. But when they draw amount for certain office purpose, it will not be considered as drawings. So they are purchasing the furniture. That's the meaning of this transaction. Okay. So when they are purchasing the furniture for 10,000 rupees, the cash balance here is 1 lakh. So they are paying 10,000 in this. So 1 lakh minus 10,000. So cash balance remaining is 90,000. Okay. The furniture, again it belongs to assets. So new asset is coming into the business, that is furniture worth of 10,000. Okay. You are paying 10,000 out of the cash. 1 lakh was the cash minus 10,000, that is 10,000 for furniture. Remaining cash balance is 90,000. And again, since you are purchasing furniture, furniture is an asset, so it comes here as a new asset. Furniture equals the value of furniture is 10,000. Okay, so this is the in the side of assets. Coming to the liabilities, there is no effect on the liabilities, and capital also is not changing anything, so it is not affecting capital, so it is as same as before. So just close it and find the total. Both assets and liabilities should be equal. So here 90,000 plus 10,000, it is 1 lakh. So assets you have 1 lakh worth, and capital and liability together you have 1 lakh. So both the side it is equal. Okay. Next, going to the third transaction. Third transaction says cash withdrawn for personal use rupees 20,000. So cash is withdrawn for personal use. So first thing is it is affecting the cash balance. What is the cash balance in the previous transaction? 90,000. So now we have to calculate on this 90,000. Okay. So first I have taken the cash balance of previous transaction 90,000. Now they are withdrawing out of this 90,000. They are withdrawing 20,000. 20,000 they are withdrawing. Is it right? So minus 20,000 here. So cash balance remaining, it becomes 70,000. Okay. Furniture, it is not, this particular transaction is not affecting the furniture. So furniture remains the same, 10,000. Okay. And now it is not affecting liabilities also. So it is nil plus capital. It is affecting the capital because as I explained you in the classification, drawings is an expense, and that will, all the expenses will be deducted in the capital balance. So what is the 20,000 they have withdrawn? So minus 20,000 in the capital. Okay, 1 lakh minus 20,000, it becomes 80,000. So the remaining capital amount is 80. Got it? So here let me check the total of both the sides. So in the asset side, 70,000 plus 80,000, sorry 10,000, it becomes 80,000. And here no liability, and the remaining capital is 80,000. Both the side it is equal. Okay. Next, moving on to the next transaction, that is fourth one. Commission received in advance rupees 8,000. So commission received, obviously it is affecting cash balance here. You are receiving commission of 8,000. So I am taking the cash balance here, previous balance 70,000. Since you are receiving the commission, it should be added. Okay, 8,000. We are receiving 8,000. So cash balance now it becomes 78,000. This transaction is not affecting furniture. So furniture remains the same, 10,000. Furniture balance remains the same, 10,000. Okay. Now coming to the liability. Commission received in advance is a liability. So here we are writing commission received in advance, that is 8,000 plus capital balance. It is not affecting the capital balance, so we will write as it is, capital is 80,000. Okay. Why commission received in advance is a liability? because you have not done the work completely, but before completing your task you are receiving some amount as advance, so you are liable to clear that particular task. Okay, that is why it is an advance. You are liable, the company or the firm is liable to complete the task and then receive the commission, or the commission when it is received in advance, the company will be liable to repay that particular amount in terms of the task or the work which is assigned to them. Now coming to the total, as asset side, cash value is 78,000 plus furniture is 10,000, total becomes 88,000. And here capital liability is 8,000 plus capital 80,000, it becomes 88,000. Again here assets are equal to liabilities and capital. Okay, so these are the transaction. Moving on to the next transactions. So here I'm writing in a short forms. Assets equals liabilities plus capital. Okay, the next transaction is fifth transaction. Fifth transaction is all about paid rent rupees 12,000. Paid rent rupees 12,000. So first we have to take the cash balance, because when you pay, obviously you are paying through cash, so cash will be affected. Is it right? So cash balance in the previous transaction is, remaining balance is 78,000. Okay, so 78,000. In this 78,000 we are paying rent. How much it is? Rent we are paying is 12,000. Rent we are paying is 12,000. You can use the calculator also. 78,000 minus 12,000, 66,000. So the remaining balance of cash is 66,000. We have furniture with us. Even in this transaction furniture value is not affecting, so it remains the same, 10,000. Okay, now coming to the liabilities, we have commission received in advance, carried forward, it will be there as long as it is cleared. So 8,000 I am writing as it is, plus we have 80,000 of capital in the previous transaction. Now since we are paying the rent, so that is an expense, this 12,000 should be deducted out of 80,000. So 80,000 is the capital balance minus 12,000. Okay, it will be, the remaining capital will be 68,000. Okay, you can write down here 80,000 minus 12,000 will be 68,000. So this completes the particular transaction. Make the total both the side, whether you will receive the same thing. The total here 66,000 plus 10,000, it is 76,000. Assets value, total value is 76,000. Coming here 68,000 plus 8,000, it is 76,000. So both the side it is equal, assets and liability plus capital. Moving on to the next transaction, that is sold goods for cash rupees 10,000. So in this particular transaction and in this particular above transaction, nowhere it is mentioned about the goods or stock. Related transactions are not there in this particular question, but at the last they are saying they have sold goods for cash. Since they have given from the beginning of the starting of a business, purchase furniture, all this is given, there is no information about the goods. Without the information of goods, we cannot sell the goods, right? So we don't know whether the goods are with them or not. So since there is no information in the above transactions related to goods and services here, so sold goods for cash, this transaction will not be considered. This will be not recorded. We cannot record without the previous information. Okay, so since goods, if there is some stock with the business, then only we can sell the goods, right? So there is no information related to the stock of goods in above previous transactions. So this particular transaction is not considered. This will not be recorded in the books of Mohit. Okay, this will be ignored. Just ignore. No need to write and show the transaction. Okay, either you can write one note below the problem. You can write a note saying that this particular transaction is not considered, it is ignored because there is no information related to goods in the above previous transaction. So that note you have to write down here. So that gives the clear information for the valuator, paper valuator, that you have understood clearly and you have given the clear notification for the transaction which you have left, which you are not considered. Okay, so this is all about the accounting equation problem solving. So you should be thorough with each and every transaction, whether it is affecting any assets or how it is affecting the capital or it is a liability, that you need to learn. Okay, you can also copy down your notes from this itself. If you want, you can copy down. Okay, moving on to the next problem in accounting equation. This is the followed question. Rohit has the following transactions. Prepare accounting equation. The first transaction: commenced business with cash rupees 2 lakhs, purchased machineries on credit rupees 25,000 from Mohit Traders, paid to Mohit Traders creditors in full settlement of rupees 23,000, repair charges on machinery rupees 2,500, paid rent rupees 5,000, cash purchase rupees 5,000. So these are the transactions that we will be going to solve now using the accounting equation. Okay, so moving on to the solution. So we are going to record all the transactions, that is accounting equations, in the books of Rohit. Assets equals liabilities plus capital. This is the equation that we have to follow. Okay, moving on to the first transaction. So write down the first transaction. You will be having 6 transactions. So this is for 6 marks. So each transaction consists of 1 mark. So when 6 transactions, 6 marks. Okay, so now first one is commenced business with cash rupees 2 lakhs. Commenced is nothing but starting a business with rupees 2 lakhs. Okay, so obviously it is a cash, they have given clearly, with cash rupees 2 lakhs. So cash value will be 2 lakhs as per the first transaction, and the capital will be the same. Whatever the cash amount is, the same thing will be belongs to capital. Okay, so liabilities is nil. Only this much for the first transaction. So we will close the first transaction. See the total, both the side should be same. So cash asset side we have 2 lakhs, and liabilities plus capital is also 2 lakhs. Both the side it is equal. Okay, next moving on to the next transaction, that is second one. Then purchased machinery on credit rupees 25,000 from Mohit Traders. You should see whether it is a cash transaction or credit transaction. So here it is very clearly they have said on credit. When they have given it is on credit, obviously it is a credit transaction. It is not a cash transaction. Okay. So here the cash will not have any effect. On the cash balance it will not have any effect. The cash balance remains same, 2 lakhs. Okay. Now since machinery is also an asset, a new asset is coming to the business, that is machinery. The value of that machinery is 25,000. You didn't pay anything, it is on credit transaction. Okay. So since it is a credit transaction, it is not affecting the cash balance, and machinery is an asset, so new asset has been included in the business, that is 25,000. Now the person from whom you purchased is from Mohit Traders. So Mohit Traders, we are purchasing from the Mohit Traders. As per the transaction, we are purchasing from Mohit Traders. We didn't pay them. So business, we are liable to pay for the Mohit Traders. So here Mohit Traders are the creditors for the business. You can write creditors. Short form I have written creditors. Okay. So creditors always comes under the liability, that is 25,000. We have to pay 25,000. The business is liable for paying 25,000 to Mr. Mohit. So here capital balance also remains same, 2 lakhs. Okay. Now both the side, the total we have to do. We have to check for each transaction whether the equation is correct or not. Each transaction equation means asset should be equal to liabilities and capital. So here asset side 2 lakhs plus 25,000, it becomes 2,25,000. Okay. Here also 25 plus 2 lakhs, it is 2,25,000. Okay. Moving on to the next transaction, that is the third transaction. Paid to Mohit Traders creditors in full settlement of 23,000. How much they have purchased? When they purchased machinery, the cost of machinery was 25,000. But now we are paying to Mohit. Okay, we are paying to Mohit only 23,000 in full settlement. Full settlement represents that your account is completely settled. No more transactions will be taken related to that particular machinery transaction. Okay. So here, since we are paying the machinery amount, obviously it will affect the cash balance. So 2 lakh is the cash balance from the previous transaction I am taking, minus 23,000 we are paying, right? So we need to minus that 23,000. 2 lakhs minus 23,000. It will be 1,77,000 is the remaining cash balance. Okay. And machinery remains same. Machinery's value is 25,000. Okay. Now since we are paying to the Mohit Traders, these creditors will become nil. We have already paid 23,000 for them. So that 2,000 extra, whatever the out of 25 we are paying only 23, and we are completing our account will be settled. So how much, whether we have gained here 2,000 rupees we have gained as a discount. So that 2,000 will be added to the capital balance. The capital balance is 2 lakhs plus 2,000. It will be 2,02,000. If it is an expense, we will deduct from the capital amount. If it is an income or a gain, that will be added to the capital balance. Since we have purchased machinery for 25,000 but we paid only 23, we got 2,000 rupees as discount. We have received discount worth rupees 2,000, which is an income for us. It will be added to the capital balance. The capital balance of the cap is 2 lakh plus 2,000, it becomes 2,02,000. Okay. So add this. Just final totaling both the side. maintain the neatness in this way. Okay, here it is 2,02,000, 1,77,000 plus 25,000. Here also it is 2,02,000. Kindly maintain the presentation. Good presentation should be there. Neatness should be there in your accounts paper. Then it will be easy for the evaluator to correct, and it will impress. Obviously, it will be very clear picture to understand. Okay. Moving on to the next transaction. Repair charges on machinery. So repair charges, there are some maintenance charges for machinery, that is 2,500. So the cash balance as per the previous transaction we have is 1,77,000 minus repairs we are paying the cash, right? That is 2,500 should be deducted. So 1,77,000 minus 2,500. The remaining cash balance is 1,74,500. This is the remaining cash balance. And here machinery will not have any effect on that machinery fixed asset. So it will be written same 25,000. Okay. And coming to liabilities, there is no liability. And since we are paying for repair charges, obviously it is an expense. So that will affect the capital. So we have to minus. So what is the capital balance is remaining according to previous transaction? 2,02,000 minus 2,500. So remaining capital will be 1,99,500. Okay, that will be the capital balance remaining. This is nothing but repair charges expenses that we have deducted from the capital amount. Okay, what is the capital amount? 2,02,000. If you want, you can write down here 2,02,000 minus 2,500. You will get this amount. Okay, add this. So here it is nothing, liabilities and capital together it is 1,99,500. Total of assets 1,74,500 plus 25,000. It is 1,99,500. So both the side it is equal. Assets are equal to liabilities plus capital. Moving on to the next transaction, that is the fifth transaction. The fifth transaction is paid rent rupees 5,000. So first we will see the transaction, previous transaction, how much we have the cash balance. Okay, to get the cash balance, it is 1,74,500. 1,74,500. In this we are paying rent rupees 5,000. So cash will be affected. We have to deduct that cash. So 1,75,500 minus 5,000. You will be getting 1,69,500. This is the remaining cash balance. Okay. Next we have machinery where it is not affecting. So machinery remains same. 25,000. Sorry. 25,000 is the value of machinery. Okay. Next year there is no liability. Coming to the capital. Capital balance was 1,99,500. Okay. Capital balance was 1,99,500. With this we have to deduct the 5,000 repair charges. Okay, 1,99,500 minus 5,000. You will be getting 1,94,500 is the remaining capital balance. Okay. Now let's check the total both the side. So in the liabilities there is nothing, and capital obviously it will be 1,94,500. This side the total is okay. Coming to here, assets 1,69,500 plus 25,000. It is 1,94,500. Both the side it is equal. Okay. This is the transaction number 5. Moving on to the 6th transaction, cash purchase rupees 5,000. So again it is affecting the cash here. So first let me write the cash balance. Cash balance according to the previous transaction is 1,69,500. Again you are making certain cash purchase, that is goods are purchased for rupees 5,000. So deduct it, 1,69,500 minus 5,000. You will get the remaining cash balance is 1,64,500. Okay. Machinery it is not affecting, so just carry forward for the next transaction as it is same. Okay. And since you are purchasing the goods, they have not given anything here what they are purchasing. Nothing is mentioned. When they give cash purchase, you can just assume it is a goods. It related to goods. So here stock is included. Goods is nothing but stock worth of 5,000. Okay. Liabilities there is nothing. Plus here capital is 1,94,500. Okay. Now just check with the assets total. 1,64,500 plus 25,000 plus 5,000. It will be 1,94,500. So here also the same, since liability is 0, nil, and the capital balance is 1,94,500. So both the side it is tallied. So accounting equations we are applied correctly. So both the side it is equal, the same thing. Okay. So this is how we are going to solve the problems in accounting equation. In this session I have explained you 2 problems. You can, if you require, you can copy down the notes from here itself, and the question is also shown to you, this particular question. Okay. Initially I have read the question, you can understand. So here we have learned 2 problems. Practice this so that you will be thorough with accounting equation. This is for 6 marks from your final exam. Okay. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day.